Hello, welcome to Food Art's Systematic Approach. I'm John Gargone. A little food for thought. Food is like all the sculptor's mediums and all the colors of the painter's palette. With all the wonderful textures, flavors, and aromas, food is the greatest medium to create art with. For what is the purpose of art if not to stimulate the senses? Food properly prepared and presented can stimulate the sense of sight, smell, taste, touch, and even sound, like the sounds of cooking of the gathering. In addition, the food is prepared by a cook who has the insight into its medicinal and nutritional values. A sense of fulfillment and well-being is felt after the meal. All right, let's talk about some crowns. Well, you know, you can make those out of many things, believe me. And you can really make some outrageous products. You can make onion cups from these lemon crowns, a lot of things. But you know what? I'm going to save those things for later. But for right now, I'm going to show you how to make a basic orange crown. And all I'm going to do is just cut off each end of the orange because you want it to be flat. And the reason why we want it to be flat is because that's where we're going to put our fingers to hold that product, and we're going to roll it. Because like I've always said, when you're doing repetitious cutting, you want to move the product and not the knife. Now what I had just done there was just to cut a V, and you can see it was very easy. I'm going to turn a product, I'm going to do another V. Using the knife like a saw. I'm using a very razor sharp paring knife, just up and down motions. And like I said, I'm just turning the product, not the knife. Very simple. Almost there. Got like maybe 2 more to go. Sometimes they match up perfect, sometimes they don't. I can see I got a wide spot right here, so I'm going to go ahead and make 1 more. And just pull it apart, and you got yourself a beautiful looking orange crown. I'm going to reserve those. We're going to be building a display here pretty quick. Next, we're going to go ahead and make a cantaloupe crown. Same procedure with a twist, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Take off each end again, same exact thing. I'm going to toss one end. I'm going to save that other end because I'm going to need it. And again, we're going to roll it. And I'm going to use my paring knife, and I'm going to just cut a V using my knife like a saw. Just like I did there. And again, repetitious cutting, same thing. Turn the product, not the knife. Just continue to do the same repetitious cutting over and over again. And we're almost there. I just want to check to see how we're doing on the other side. It looks like we've got a little ways to go yet, so I'll do 1, maybe 2 more. Oh, I can see it now. I'm going to give them 2 more thin ones, and they should fit in there just perfectly. And you can see right there, whoop, there it goes. We got a beautiful crown. And then for the next step, what we're going to do is seat it. All right, and as you can see, I just walked over to the sink and just rinsed these right out here, nice and clean. I was very careful with that spoon because I didn't want to dig into any of that meat. Very precious, all that meat. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little twist on this like I promised you. And what we do is just cut in between the rind and the meat now with my knife, using it like a saw. You see I'm just cutting that rind so it opens up a little bit, and I'm just going to continue to do that. You're going to leave probably about a ½ inch of meat against the side of that rind. And as soon as you get done with that, there's a lot of things we can put into this cantaloupe. You know, just like it is. You could put some creme fraiche in there, some whipped cream, some strawberries. But what we're going to do next, like I was saying, was just to take a glass. I got a nice long stem glass right here. I'm going to put it right in the center there. I got strawberries in this glass, but you can go ahead and put a candle in there. Again, you can put whipped cream, creme fraiche, many different things. Or you could just strictly use it, like I said, as a centerpiece for your table and put a candle in there. It'll look beautiful. Or you can use it like as an appetizer. I'm going to use it for a centerpiece for a mirror. But this could actually be an appetizer for each individual guest. You better believe they're going to be astounded. Now that was still only part of it. I saved this other piece for a reason. Let me pull this out of here. I'll put it over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut ½ inch slices here of the rind. Do my cross cut, so I got ½ inch squares. I only need like, what, 7 of them? Same thing when we tourne. When you do a crown correctly, you're going to end up with 7, maybe 8, depending on the size of the product that you're working with. I'm using skin side down on these rinds, and I'm just going to put it in between each, what I call petal, because it sort of looks like a flower now. And you could actually take these crowns to another level. You can score mark across the side of the meat here. You can cut another section here to open out even further. All right, it's a beautiful looking thing. I'm going to do 1 more right here. I'm just going to reserve that onto the side. Do 1 more so you really get a bird's eye view of it. I'm just going to use my knife like a saw and cut in between the rind and the meat. Real easy, goes real fast. You see I'm using a paring knife just because it's smaller and it's easier to handle than that big old French knife for the delicate work that we're doing right now. And again, I'm just going to pick up a whole bunch of these spacers that I call them, rind side down, just push them right down in between the rind and the meat to form those beautiful looking flower petals. And you don't have to just use cantaloupe, you could use honeydew, you could use cassava, you could use Crenshaw melons, honey rock melons. You know, I'll tell you, as far as melons go, there's probably about 150 kinds out there that you can buy. Well, I was up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and they were growing some beautiful melons up there. As cold climate as it is, they were growing over 100 different varieties on a local farm that I used to go visit. And again, I'm going to take the other glass of strawberries and put it right in the center here. And this is going to be our centerpiece for this mirror. And I'm just going to place it right here on the mirror. Isn't that a beautiful looking centerpiece?